It's Rippaverse Day. We're super excited because we got all things Rippaverse to talk about here with special guest, Mr. Andrew Rodriguez. Once again, friend of the show. We're pretty excited here today on Two Geeks and a Microphone.
So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first.
I will talk first. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show, Two Geeks and a Microphone. I am your co-host, Mr. Stephen Buster, along with the one, the only, Mr. Michael Shanks. Mike, say hey to everybody.
Good morning to all you Rippa geeks out there.
I love it. I love it. Yes, and we have with us today, once again, everybody from the Rippaverse team himself, Mr. I almost said Indie Andrew Rodriguez.
You could.
That's funny.
Now,
yay!
Now, Andrew, do you want to tell everybody what the joke is with the whole Indie Andrew?
Oh, well, it's actually a multi-layered name. It came about from, at least organically within our Rippaverse fandom, it came about because I tend to have to try and wrangle in everybody when it comes to if they're on streams or whatever, whether it's Eric, whether it's Thesoscus, whether it's Chuck, whether it's Mike, whoever, right? Yeah. I have to try and wrangle them in and not drop information that is not supposed to be public knowledge yet. And so early on, I just started putting in all caps in the chat if I was on, watching wherever they were, just NDA or spoilers or whatever. And some of the fans just started making a thing of it, as fans do, right? People who are engaged in a fandom, a healthy kind of measurement of that is if they're starting to add monikers to your creators or whatever. And so they started calling me ND Andrew. I was like, well, I'll just roll with it. Why not? Right. That works. Sure. And it's one of a couple. I have two different Rippaverse monikers, and then I have my own actual personal branding. But the Rippaverse monikers are fun. Those came about solely due to organic fan engagement, and that's fun. So I just decide, you know what? If they're doing it, I'll play along.
Nice.
Yeah. Right. I remember that first stream we had you on, and the Soscos were on there, and I think they were making reference because I think they were telling you, hey, be careful of spoilers.
Yeah. Calling the kettle, right?
Right.
Of all people to be warning about spoilers, the spoiler sisters themselves. Sure. Okay. Thanks, ladies. I'll keep that in mind. I'll do my best.
I've seen some of their interviews, and they'll be in the middle of the interview, and they're like, I don't know if we can say anything. Boss, can we say something?
Real quick, big shout out. Mercury Lounge is on. Hey,
what's
for
up,
joining us. And also,
we got some of our Rippaverse fans from the Rippaverse Discord in there.
Yeah,
nice. Thank you.
Also, I'm going to mispronounce it. I'm trying not.
We just call him Jeff. Don't even bother. We just call him Jeff.
Okay, thanks.
He's in all of our stream chats. Just save yourself the headache. Don't hurt yourself. Just say Jeff.
Jeff.
Do.
All right, Jeff. Hey,
Jeff.
Thanks for joining us. Good morning to you as well. So, yeah, you were very welcome. Pretty excited. Oh my goodness. So, yeah. So, everybody, for those who are new to the show and just hanging out with us, and just as a reminder, kind of what we do is we'll first go through and kind of talk about what's on our what's in the geeky news, kind of what are the things that have happened this last week that we want to talk about, and then after that we'll do our Geek Dar, which is kind of what is it that we've been doing this last week, what are we reading, watching, anything like that, and then we'll get into the main event, which it is Rippaverse Day. So we're pretty excited. Andrew, thanks so much for joining us, and
of course.
We're doing a big shout out, Rippaverse, and you guys just celebrated 4 years.
4 years already. It's kind of nuts to think that we're that far along.
That's wow.
Yeah,
we're still here.
Right? Yes, you're still here, and you're going strong.
Yeah. To some people, I say, sorry, tough luck. To other people, I say, you're welcome.
There you go.
On.
And then
I
to all
love
the
it.
fans that made it possible, thank you.
You're very welcome. Yeah, we are fans, so we're pretty excited about today. So we got all kinds of questions for you today, and just kind of no big surprises or gotcha kind of questions, but just kind of all that's been happening with Rippaverse, the Hachette
Yeah.
group, because I think you had stated last time you were with us, I think you had stated something was in the works, kind of a thing, and so we want to chit chat about that. Jazz says, what might Zephyr, Trinity, and Ian each enjoy getting for Christmas?
Okay. That's a good question.
Is this like a Christmas in July question?
I mean, I'm here for it. I don't think anybody there would be Rudolph, or Frosty for that matter, if we're talking Christmas in July. But a claymation, anybody out there that wants to do a claymation of Arcstream,
Wouldn't that be
that'd be
fun?
fun. That'd be really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, like in that old claymation style from the
that was
40s.
Oh,
Was
I
that-
don't remember what years those.
40s, 50s.
Oh,
I can't remember exactly when those came out, but like I've got them all on DVD at my family's house. And
Are you talking about like the Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the
yeah,
Red-Nosed Reindeer?
yeah, you know, Santa Claus is coming to town. All of those.
Yeah. Was that Raskin Bass producing
I think so.
those?
I think
Might
that's
be.
who it is.
Might be
Yeah.
right.
I think that's the 70s.
Okay, no, it has to be.
No.
older than that.
It's older than the 70s.
It
It's
has to
definitely
be older than that.
70s.
All right, hold on. We're gonna ask the almighty Google overlords.
It has to be at least the 60s. At least.
And then Frosty, Christmas in July. That'll give us the general.
I'm
What do I know? Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July, at least. That one specifically was 79. All right, you know what? I give up. What do I know?
Well, yeah, but if you look at the original original Rudolph, I would say that's 60s.
Rudolph.
1964.
There we go.
Claymation.
1964.
Thank you.
Before I was born.
Megan.
Wonderful.
Oh,
But
my
to answer
goodness.
that question, I guess, Zephyr would probably want some like merch and memorabilia from his favorite K-pop group he listens to, MP Ratio. Trinity, honestly, would actually probably really like some of that, because that's actually a shared favorite music group that they have, and that's something that's going to be a key connecting point for them going forward. Ian, oh man, there's so many things, and there's actually a lot of narrative importance that I won't get into with that, because there's some spoiler territory there that I don't want to give away just yet. But he would be thrilled with a great many things. But I'm sure the thing he would probably enjoy the most would probably be something along the lines of a really nice electric guitar.
I just thought of something. Are we getting a song and a video from the K-pop band?
That would be pretty rad. So I actually, ironically enough, I've spent the last, maybe year, like writing lyrics to theme songs for my characters to use just for my own like inspiration while I'm like writing, or while I'm working out, or while I'm driving, or whatever, just to keep the creative juices flowing and whatnot. Because music is very helpful for inspiration. And I decided, well, instead of just using songs that have already been done for decades, even though I love them, that I'm like trying to attach meaning to for one particular character or another, why don't I just like, I'm a writer, I think I can write all right. Let's see if I can write some lyrics. And I used to do that a little bit back in college. And so I figured, well, you know what, let's see what I can cook up. And so I started doing that for several of my characters, and it kind of evolved into me writing 2 albums worth of lyrics for the K-pop group. And so what I'll do is I'll just toss them in. Hopefully one day Arcstream will blow up enough where I can just like pay actual artists and performers and musicians to like perform and record this stuff. But for now, since I'm just using it for my own dang amusement and creative juices and whatnot, I just throw the lyrics along with some understanding that I have of musical theory into Suno,
Yes.
and
Yeah, we've
it'll
used,
We
and
love it.
it'll give me, I had to play with it a lot, but thankfully because I have an understanding of musical theory, I can
Yeah.
tweak the actual musicality of it
Yeah.
more or less to my liking.
Mhm.
And it's been extremely helpful for just like getting in the creative mood and getting inside, especially like characters' heads, like their headspace.
Yeah.
Because that's something that it's like I literally wrote these lyrics to tie into this particular character. Maybe it's to represent this moment in an arc. Maybe it's meant to represent an arc in general. And so that's been a ton of fun. So I actually have 2 albums worth of that. And hopefully one of these days, maybe ArcStream will blow up enough to where like I can go to Eric and be like, hey, could we get like one of my favorite K-pop groups to like record and perform these? Right, because then we could actually, then you can justify actually putting it on an album and selling it. Like I wouldn't be comfortable with doing that with just some, sure, I wrote the lyrics, but just throwing it into Suno and whatnot, like that's just for me, that's just for my own amusement and entertainment. But I'd love to actually get a genuine, legitimate group of entertainers to perform those. That'd be a ton of fun.
That would be exciting. That would be fun.
I only ask because I know Norfolka has a single.
They do. Glorious Death. Yeah.
Right, which is pretty good. So I figured, well, if you guys did it for Norfolka, why couldn't you do it for this K-pop?
Maybe. Demand it. There you
go.
That's what we need. I don't know if Eric has any K-pop connections. I suspect not.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite his genre.
He was lucky enough to be friends with and fellow creators with Dan Vask, and so they were able to make Glorious Death happen, and that song turned out incredible. But the K-pop one might be a little more tricky, but I want to make it happen.
Yeah.
Well, and Eric had his own band too, didn't he?
Still does, yeah, backwards.
Still does.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they're sitting on like an album and a half or 2 albums worth of music. He keeps saying, it's like, well, record it. And he's like, bro, when do I have time? Like, oh yeah, fair. New dad, running a company, also writing stories for said company. Like,
right. Also his YouTube channel.
Yeah, he's spinning 1 or 2 plates.
Yeah,
right now.
Just 1 or 2. Just 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Real quick. Rex Moss says, good morning. Good morning.
Hey, what's up, Rex?
Good
More
morning.
people from the Rippaverse Discord. Awesome to see.
Oh, nice. And then
our
Sam.
friend
Sam, good morning.
Sam.
Our friend
Good morning.
From as Mike likes to say,
the Down Under.
Yeah. Sam, good to have. Now it's Sam's nighttime, so we understand he is sacrificing sleep for us. So he may have to. Usually he hops off at some point and stuff. Giants Bleed says, "What's up, guys? What's up?
Hey.
What up? Salutations. Top of the morning to you."
I love it.
All right, well let's hit with real quick. Mike? Do you want to go into our geeky news?
Yeah, let's do this. I got excited. All right, so for today's geeky news, Brenda, my wife, earlier this week, she sent me a link to a trailer for an upcoming movie. And like, what do you think about this? And I said, hell yeah, we have to go see this.
Okay. All right. Here, did you want to show it?
Yes. Well, we're not going to, I might play the trailer, but we're not going to play the sound if I do. But the movie is I Play Rocky, and it's kind of a documentary on the Sylvester Stallone story. And
kind of like a biopic of that. Yeah,
kind of a biopic of how he wrote the story and demanded to play the lead part of Rocky. This guy they got to play Sylvester Stallone, he looks incredible.
He's a dead ringer, right?
Yeah, I was shocked. So here, I'll hit play. Whoops, I don't want to play the sound because we get copyright strikes.
Yeah,
do that. But
yeah, YouTube's cracking down on that pretty hard.
Hold on, that's not the right trailer. Let's try this again. Let's see if we can get it now. I think this is the right trailer. So,
okay, you ready?
Oh,
there we go.
I don't know what it's playing. That's not the Rocky.
Oh, because you finished it because you were previewing it for the show, and then
let's see
it must have cycled through.
Let me see if I refresh the page. Yeah, I was excited about it. Let's try it one more time. Let's see if it
Okay.
plays it now.
And you were saying he looks a lot like Sylvester Stallone?
Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a young
wow.
Sylvester Stallone. Pretty much a dead ringer. It's pretty wild.
Wow.
Especially this one scene.
You need to show everyone who you are.
Oh,
I like this girl.
yeah, and that's
right.
I don't know what her name is, but she's playing his first wife.
Yeah.
Here, I want to get to the one scene, and I'm going to pause it. It's when he's
So for
doing
those-
push-ups.
Yeah, for those who are only listening to the audio, we're watching the I Play Rocky trailer off of, you're on IMBD.
Yeah.
IMDB. Did you catch that? I got my initials backwards.
I do that too, man.
Okay, I work with dyslexic writers. It's okay.
Right on.
I say all the time that I've never been diagnosed with it, but I think I'm dyslexic sometimes. So now they're showing him talking to the producers or whatever, the guys that he's pitching the story to.
Yeah. He's
And
even
he
got
tells
Stallone's expressions down, his facial
Yeah,
expressions.
he does. He does.
It's just genuinely impressive.
I mean,
that takes a lot of work. You have to study another human being's mannerisms.
Yes.
Right. And then emulate that.
Yeah, he's, from what I've seen in the trailer, he does a fantastic job. I cannot wait to see this movie. Of course, I'm a huge Rocky fan too, so I love the original.
And so, Andrew, when we were first coming in and we were talking about the song they were singing that was still in my head, da 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 da. That was stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Witness the incredible true story.
I mean, him running on the beach there, man, it looks great.
That looks pretty incredible.
There. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Let me go back just a little bit. Actually, that scene right there with him standing in front of Adrian, and he's got his arms up. He looks just like Sylvester Stallone in that scene. That just blows me away every time I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if this guy's going to be playing John Rambo in the upcoming John Rambo movie, but I hope he does.
Wouldn't that be something?
Man, they should just get him to play all the young Sylvester Stallone parts.
I bet you that's what he's hoping for as an actor. Since I look like I'm going to get this, I'll get to...
That'd be some, work guarantee there. It'd be nice.
Right.
Job security.
Right.
Well, they are coming. We broke the news on that one too, that the John Rambo movie's coming out, and it's going to be like a prequel to Rambo. But
Well, then they have to get this guy.
I think, this guy has to play.
Why wouldn't you at this point?
Exactly. Yeah. And then here's some other photos of the cast. And so you got the guy who's playing
young Carl Weathers. Young Power. Yeah.
And those scenes with him look really good too.
They look good as well. Yeah.
I love the one scene where Sylvester Stallone looks at him and says, "I thought you boxed," and he goes, "I lied, man. We're actors. We all lie." and the funny thing about that, when I heard that, the first thing I thought of was John Schneider of the Dukes of Hazzard, Bo Duke, because John, when he showed up to try out for Bo Duke, he was from New York. And he told them that he was from somewhere down south, like in Georgia or something like that, and everything. And they believed him.
Yeah.
And I think he embodied Bo Duke very well. That photo.
He looks good.
Man, he looks just like Sylvester Stallone.
Giants Bleed says, watching the trailer makes me want to watch all the Rocky movies again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Amazed
Good life choice.
Yeah. Amaze 2173 goes, yo.
What's up, Amaze? That's somebody else from the Rippaverse Discord.
Nice. Thanks for joining us.
We got people showing up.
Put in your favorite Rocky movie. I think my favorite has to be either 1 or 4. Those are
those are your favorites?
Yeah.
1 or 4.
I love 1 and 4.
Nice. Sam
I love 1, 2, 3, and 4, but I think 1 and 4 are my 2 favorites.
4 was Rocky Balboa, right?
No, that would be That would
5.
be 6.
Is it 6?
Jeez,
Yeah.
they did make a lot of those movies.
Oh, they sure did.
Yeah.
5 was with Gunner. I didn't like that one at all. That's my least favorite Rocky movie. In fact, I just skip over that because I hate it. Then they came out with Rocky Balboa, which was really good. I liked Rocky Balboa. That was a good movie. No, 4 is the one where he fights Drago.
Yeah, that's right.
Dolph Lundgren, the Russian.
Yep.
Yeah.
Impossible. I mean, a terrific film. I love that film.
Yeah. Yeah. Real quick, Sam says DMB look exactly the same to me. I think I was talking about IMBD, and he goes, "Sorry." He goes, "I was talking about dyslexia."
Yeah.
Well played.
I got it.
Love it. Brenda says it comes out November 20th.
Not too long from now.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's going to be our Thanksgiving movie this year. We try to go to the movies on Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving dinner and all. And man, that's going to be a fantastic. And I may just have to watch the original Rocky film before I go see it.
Oh yeah,
That'd be
that
good.
way you have it fresh in your mind of like, hey, how much did they like actually mirror here and get accurate?
Mike, we could do a Road to Rocky series.
Hey, there you go. We talk about each of the movies.
Yeah.
Do one each week.
Yeah.
Or every other week.
Well,
There you
we'll
go.
do. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we could.
I like it. Put it on the ideas list.
All right, I'll get it. I'm doing it now. This is how we do half of our stuff. Road to Rocky. Sweet. Okay, are we ready for Geekdar now?
Yeah, I have one Geekdar.
All right, let me pop the thing in. Here we
Bro, the
go.
radar, sir. What's wrong with it? I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps. The what? The what? And the what? You know, the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
We can't wait till Spaceballs 2, the new one.
The new one. That's only because Mel Brooks found the money. So
Yeah, well, hopefully it's good. The first one is a timeless classic of a parody. So hopefully this one doesn't artificially try and outdo it. Hopefully organically it meets the quality.
I think since Mel Brooks is directly involved with, I flat out refuse to watch History of the World Part 2 because
Good life choice.
Yeah, he was barely involved in that. And I'm like, no, I don't want anything to do with it. So I didn't watch that. But this one, I'll go see this one. This one's different.
It'll be good.
All right. So I have one Geek Dart today.
Okay.
It's kind of appropriate since we got Andrew on.
Okay.
And, so I went to the comic book store, got a few things in my pull. I did not get everything because my pull is getting too big. And if they can get Rippaverse books in there, my pull's going to get even bigger. So,
well, they are now available to order.
Trust me, I'm trying to get them. And she said she's been trying. She hasn't figured out how to get through that group yet. I don't know if they normally.
They can go to our website. Go to was it sales or something? I'll pull it up and I'll find it.
Okay.
But there's a specific link that then links directly to
Perfect.
be able to order through Hachette.
Perfect. Then I will let her know, and hopefully they'll start getting Rippaverse books there.
Yeah, rippaverse.com/sales.
Because trust me, I go in there all the time and I'm like, you guys got to get Rippaverse books. You got to get Rippaverse books.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll type the link in the private chat right here, just so you
Sweet.
guys.
Thank you. Okay, so here is my Geek Dart today. I got volume 2 of Absolute Flash.
Oh, yeah.
So speaking of speedsters, I figured this would be a perfect time to. I know Andrew said he was going to quit collecting the Absolute Flash series because he wasn't real happy with it last time he was on with us. But
I'm still with it right now. The last couple of issues have improved. I still don't love it. It's still my least favorite of the 4 Absolute books that I'm reading, but I at least am not falling asleep while reading it now. So the art has improved. The story is actually moving forward. Things are actually happening, and I don't feel like I'm going to fall asleep and use the series as a cure for my insomnia.
What issue are you up to by chance?
It's at 17. 17 came out this week.
Okay, cool. See, I'm just getting the volumes. I'm not buying the floppies on the.
Yeah, I have the singles pulled, and then I'm grabbing the hardcover trades as they release as well. So I'm grabbing the hardcover trades for Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman, and Absolute Flash. Currently.
Well, I'm getting the soft cover trades because I don't have a lot of money. So
You're right.
I get it.
I did get Absolute Flash #1 of the floppy though. So because as soon as that came out, I'm like, I want the #1. So I got that one, and I got the #1 of Green Arrow behind me.
It's right behind you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And if you look up top, I got Bloodruth and Yaira.
Oops, wrong screen. Sorry, my bad. There we go.
That's right. So I got Bloodruth #1 and Yaira #2 up on my wall there. So I figured I'd put that up for our little Rippaverse day too.
Nice. I love it that you've added to it. You only had 2 up, and now you got 5. It's kind of like tattoos. I'm just kidding.
Once you start, it's hard to stop.
Or
so I'm told.
Yeah,
That's what I'm told
unfortunately, I only have 1 tattoo. So 1 tattoo that was 2 different sessions. So.
Right on.
And it needs a touch up really badly. Because it's like 25 years old.
Is it 25 years old?
My daughter,
it'll fade after time.
My daughter, on the other hand, has a bunch of tattoos.
Right on. Giants Bleed says the synopsis takes shot at a certain company and franchise. Hopefully it's good. Speaking of Spaceballs 2.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are French Spaceballs too.
Yeah. It's always a few months behind. So Sam says, good night, guys. Great stream. Good night, Sam. We need to be heading out. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. All right. And then I got other questions. Those are for Andrew. We'll get to those when we get to you here in just a few moments. So I'm keeping track of the questions that we got. So, all right. Well, okay. Let's see. Mike, anything else did you have on your Geekdar?
Well, one other thing I could say, I did order 2 Rippaverse books this week. Because they had the sale. So I went ahead and ordered Bloodruth #2 and Horseman #2. So
both excellent choices.
Nice.
I really like the Bloodruth character. I think she's really super cool. And I've loved Yaira ever since Yaira was released. I've got the 3 books of Yaira so far.
Nice. But make sure you get Frost and Ruin.
Yes, I plan on getting Frost and Ruin. Yes, definitely.
I'm making a note just so don't forget.
And make sure you get Arcstream.
Oh, well,
right.
That one's pre-ordered, dude. I'm getting the card.
Excellent. Good. The cards look great.
Oh,
I'm really happy with how those turned out.
Oh, good.
I can't wait.
Good. Nice.
And trust me, when I get that, that'll be my Geekdar.
There you go. That's what I like to hear.
Right on. Okay. Well, I'm going to actually, I didn't share my screen yet. So let me share my screen. And I want to talk about, I'm going to switch. See, I've already got Rippaverse up. Yeah.
There we go.
Awesome.
But so I was on vacation this week. We went to a lake in Montana called Sealy.
Something else.
Do what? I know this is what I'm talking about. Yeah,
okay.
sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. Yeah. So we went to Sealy Lake, and one day it rained. So we stayed inside in our cabin, little itty bitty cabin on the lake. It was really nice, but it rained. So we're like, okay. So we watched Scarpetta because my wife really enjoys murder mysteries and stuff. And this was on Netflix and stuff. So, so we watched it. It came out, great cast. Nicole Kidman, the guy from what's his name? I can't remember his name. He was the Mentalist, played the Mentalist. He was really good in it. And so it's based on a here's the cast: Simon Baker, Nicole Kidman, Jamie Lee Curtis. Those were the 3 I knew. Rose McGowan, Jack Conoval, and Ariane DeBose. Didn't know them, but they all did great. Great acting. It was good storytelling. And and it was great, but everyone's giving it bad reviews. They're giving it like a 6 out of 10. So the acting was good. The drama, the family drama was good, but it had a lot more. And this is a Patricia, oh gosh, how you say your last name? Cromwell, the writer. See
I'll take
now,
your word for it.
yeah. Here, hang on a second. I'm gonna cheat. Patricia Cornwell. Patricia Cornwell's so I'm thinking, oh, she's a really good writer. She writes a whole bunch of mystery and stuff like that. So if you like them, it's 8 episodes. It's gritty because of the murders and stuff like that. And it's two time periods happening. It's Scarpetta's first case, and then she's back to this town where her first case was, and then it's almost like a repeat serial killer that's going on. So I'm thinking, oh, this is great. The problem with the movie is, or with series, it's 8 episodes, is it's not your normal murder mystery like whodunit. It is, you think it is until you get to the last episode. And that's what's aggravating everybody, is, in my opinion, is like it aggravated us, the last episode. And I don't want to do
People don't like the
spoilers.
ending.
I did not like the ending. No one likes the ending. It just because, murder mysteries, I don't want to spoil it if you want to see it. But all right, tune out everybody just for a second because I'm going to spoil it. Put me on mute for I'll do it for 10 seconds and I'll count it down. Okay. So here we go. So the ending, on the last one, what occurs is you usually have a good idea of who the murderer is. The murderer jumps out of nowhere. It's not even like you don't see it coming. It just is, you don't know. Like my pinky's still up. It just comes out of nowhere. And so because
I thought
of
you
that,
were just being super fancy.
oh, right. I'm drinking my tea. Yeah, right. I love it. For $1 million. Oh, there he goes. He's drinking his tea. I love it. So it was good until the end, but it was great acting. It was interesting how they were doing it. So anyway, that's my 2 cents of what we watched. 8 episodes while it was raining, and that was my geekdar this week because that's all I did.
Nice.
The rest of the time I was on the lake, either reading a book on the shore or kayaking, and it was really nice. The rest of the days it was really nice. So
Nice.
Okay.
Andrew,
cool.
do you have anything on your geekdar that you would like to share?
Let's see. I don't have what I'll mention physically here because it's not out until next Wednesday. Yeah, next Wednesday. So I'm super looking forward to actually the Queen in Black crossover event for Marvel Comics. They've been building towards it for a little bit with the Venom comic, as well as the Null miniseries that they had. And I'm a big fan of the symbiote lore. I know that there are a lot of people that they're like, no, I just want Venom. I don't care about any of the other schmucks. You didn't need to do all that. And it's like, okay, fine, fair enough. To each their own. But I really like how Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman really expanded out the symbiote mythos into being kind of its own thing, instead of just strictly being Venom is a villain or anti-hero in Peter's web, for lack of a better term, right? And his sphere. So I'm really enjoying Al Ewing's Venom right now. It's my favorite book over at Marvel, and it has been for a while, at least outside of when Ultimate Spider-Man was still going, but that's over now, so that doesn't count. But Queen in Black looks really fun. Hela has taken Null's like dark void symbiote god powers, and Null in turn, in order to combat her, has actually taken on essentially the all light powers. And his design looks really cool. The storytelling for it and the setup is really cool, and I'm really looking forward to it. And it also has the same creative team on the event as the what was it, a couple of years ago they did Venom War, and so it's Al Ewing and Ivan Coelho, and Ivan Coelho is an incredible artist. So when you guys get the chance, look up his, like, specifically his symbiote stuff.
Yeah.
It's out of control. The art is just going to be, even if the story ends up only being like, all right, well, this is kind of a paint by numbers big cosmic event, all right, that was fine, whatever.
Yeah.
The art will be 10 out of 10 no matter what.
Ooh, Ooh, okay. And we've got that recorded so that we can remind everybody.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Oh,
Andrew,
gosh.
were you a fan back in the day of Maximum Carnage then?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I love that event, and I also grew up playing the game on the Super Nintendo with my friends on my street.
Yep.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, I think I still have my Maximum Carnage comics. And then plus I have Lethal Protector. I still have that.
Yes.
And then
It's an important one to have.
yeah, but Maximum Carnage, I after a while, I lost interest in it. That's kind of one of the jokes between
It
Mike
gets
and I.
zany. It gets zany.
It did, yeah.
It can definitely lose a lot of people if you're expecting one thing. There is a certain point where it is no longer that thing, and it's reasonable to be like, this is kind of a bit much.
Right.
I was a big fan of Maximum Carnage back in the day. I loved it.
Yeah. That was
Kind of appropriate. Maximum Carnage was a big crossover event, so
that's true. We're going to get into that. Yeah. So, Jad says symbiote lore is cool. Always love alien species getting fleshed out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Speaking of alien species, there's a new TV series coming out in August, The Green Lanterns. Are you any interested in that at all, Andrew?
To say I have zero interest in that show would be too generous.
Fair enough. All right. I'm a big Green Lantern fan, so
I am too, which is exactly why I have no interest in that show.
Really? Yeah, I'm excited. I think
it looks like it has nothing resembling the tone of the Green Lantern comics.
Yeah, we'll see.
I hope you enjoy it. I probably won't even bother watching it.
It's one of those things you only got so much time for certain things in life. It even gets worse as you get older and older, and so you got to make choices. So
if I see your trailer to your Green Lantern production and it makes me instead want to go rewatch the Ryan Reynolds movie, you've done something horribly wrong.
Now we rewatched the Ryan Reynolds movie. It was a couple years ago, wasn't it, Steven?
Yeah, it was.
And I actually like the movie.
There are things I love about the movie in terms of like the tone, the characterization, a lot of the characters. Ryan Reynolds was actually a really good Hal Jordan. The script was just awful. It's just not a good movie. So it's kind of like a guilty pleasure for me. And it's like, yeah, there's some really entertaining parts that I genuinely love in that movie. And Sinestro was perfectly cast, and so they wasted.
They did. I agree.
They also wasted Parallax because that was the most anticlimactic thing in the world. They missed the mark on way too many facets of that film. But that even being said, it still felt like Green Lantern. It just felt like badly written Green Lantern, as opposed to whatever the heck Gunn and Tom King have over at Warner right now. So
I think that's actually a fair critique of the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern. I think that's fair because I don't know. I still kind of enjoy the movie. I don't think it's
that's fine.
People make it out, but
yeah,
I agree with you. Parallax was terrible. I don't know what in the world they were thinking with that. That was messed up, but there were good points. Kilowog was amazing.
Kilowog was incredible.
Yeah. Heck, I'd take an entire movie of Kilowog. Kilowog's one of my favorite Green Lanterns.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of aliens. But I don't know. I'm kind of excited about the Green Lantern show.
Well, good. You'll have to let me know how you like it.
All right, cool. I will.
I'm sure we'll be reviewing it.
Oh, we
will.
We're going to. I'm planning.
I'll probably watch that stream instead of watching the show.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I'll give you guys my view and time, but not that show.
Yeah,
thank you.
That's all right. We may slice this part of our discussion out and replay it. Okay, was Andrew right? And we'll probably I'll be like, yeah, he probably was.
Like, I'm not right all the time. I am right as often as I am.
I get your hesitation when you look at DC's track record right now, especially in movies and such. Now they've done a good job in the past on TV, though. I thought Supergirl on TV. Let me preface with that. I thought Supergirl on TV was good. I thought the
The
Flash.
first season's incredible. The
Yeah.
second season is okay, and then it falls off a cliff.
I agree.
The Flash has 2 good seasons. The first 2.
Oh, see, I would disagree.
And they're
with
bad. They're bad adaptations. No, the Flash TV show is a horrible adaptation of the Flash, but the first 2 seasons is really good television.
Yes, I agree with that. But I think Flash lasted longer than that. I did fall off. I think season 8, because I think it went to
Season 8. Oh gosh.
Yeah. Well,
They lost me with Savitar just being a time remnant of Barry Allen. I was like, no, this is awful.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
I remember that reveal.
Unfortunately, at the time, I was reviewing the show for a geek website, and so I had to stick with it for a while anyway. And so I think I saw up their season. What was the season with Cicada? The second Cicada, not the first one, not the dad, the daughter from the future. Was that season 6? Something like that.
Oh, I
whatever it
dropped
was
off before then.
You made the right choice. Unfortunately, my life choices were not as wise.
It did become Iris, the Iris Allen show after a while.
We are the Flash. No, you're not. Shut up.
Yeah, they did try to turn the Flash into the Bat family. I'm not going to deny that. That's for sure. And that's not the Flash we know. I agree with that. But I did enjoy the show, and Grant Gustin was amazing as
Grant was fantastic as Barry. Yeah. No, he was incredible. I liked him a lot.
He was a lot better than what's his face in the movie.
We don't talk about what's his face or what's his face's movie.
What's his face that shall not be named?
Yes, I'm not even going to say his name because I
DC Voldemort. He who shall not be named.
That's correct. That's
I
right.
like that. That's
yes,
that's pretty good.
All right. Well, are we ready for the main event? Man, we're 45 minutes into the show.
Yeah, let's do this. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I thought.
It's time for the main event. Okay. All right. Well, with that, we are here talking about Rippaverse. Dun, 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 dun. Very excited. And Andrew, thanks again for joining us for the show.
Of course.
Here, real quick, let's do some questions. Jath has been very patient, and so had a couple of questions. So I want to, let's do this. Okay. What's your favorite part of Blue Shift tryouts? I liked when Zephyr used Polish Chicago dogs to fight off the Zorda, Kindabor, and Mogul summons. Now, hopefully I pronounced that right.
So there's this running gag in the Rippaverse fandom, just for context for people, because none of that happened. There's this running gag because there was this whole controversy over stupid people on the internet asking what people's favorite part of ISOM 1 was. Now, like, we'll have fans in our stream chats, or if any one of us are on somebody else's stream, they'll ask a just complete parody question of like, what's your favorite part of X story? And then they'll say my favorite was, and that it'll follow up with like something completely ridiculous that had nothing to do with the story. And it's just kind of a fun little gag thing. So but when he's Kintabor, there is actually the last name of Dr. Robotnik from the Archie Sonic comics, and Mogul, I'm assuming he's referring to Mammoth Mogul, also a character from the Archie Sonic comics. So, and Jath is aware that I'm a huge Sonic the Hedgehog fan. Obviously, there's a lot of Sonic inspiration in Zephyr. So that's why he referenced it.
I got it. Nice.
Context has been added.
And I do have my copy.
Excellent.
I got mine.
Excellent. I also have this one here.
That one I have in a box package to send to Mike, because I got him a collector's edition to send it, because he loves speedsters.
Excellent. Excellent.
So I got that for him. Okay, yeah.
I do too, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, right.
I hide it so well.
I know. Which, hey, could you be a little more overt, Andrew, about stuff? Could you
I mean, there's at least like 6.5 people with 5.5 brain cells between them that think I'm already too overt with it. So
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Okay, I like this question here. This is interesting.
Jeff says, is it true that Andrew's planning to pitch a superhero team book to Eric? If so, do they take inspiration from the Sonic IP too? Okay.
Is he going to spill tea?
Yeah, I love it. I caught that wink.
Here we go. Indie Andrew.
Now, yeah.
He's just being silent on us.
I have a team book that I've actually been working on. I conceptualized this initially with Kane and White, actually, like maybe 2.5 years ago. So this is something that I've had in the works since long before we even announced the Blue Shift Sword story. And it's something I've been wanting to build towards and do. And I've been working on it very slowly and deliberately because I wanted to make sure that it felt like an organic thing. I wanted to make sure it felt like there was actual purpose and meaning behind it, and it would hit the right notes for people who are looking for that type of a book, that younger teen demographic, right? Without just plain greatest hits of what all of the other teen young hero books out there have done before. Because almost all of them, whether we're talking new launches or relaunches over the last few decades, kind of just recycle the same way that the team comes together and whatnot. Or sometimes you'll just have, which are even more annoying, all of a sudden just everyone is together in a team because plot says so. And it's like, I don't care about any of these characters yet. Why do I care about them as a team, right? The reason why people care about the Justice League is because they care about Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman and Green Lantern and Aquaman and Flash and all that, right? We care about the teams because we care about the individuals who make up the team. And so when I was writing the script, and I have I'm probably going to be finishing issue 2 this weekend. And my goal is to have issue 3 completely written, like fully scripted, at least draft 1 done by the end of August. So my goal, I've been doing a lot of writing this summer.
Yeah.
So I'll have the first 3-part arc completely scripted, and
Nice.
I'm pretty confident it's something that fans will really enjoy. I've had 3 people read it so far, one of which is Caro, and she adored it. Like, she's like, I love this even more than your arc stream stuff so far. So
okay.
I'll take high praise from Caro, who is notoriously difficult to please, which is good because that means if like she really likes something, then she really likes something.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you find that when you're working on scripts or you're working on stories and that you battle a certain level of perfectionism in yourself? You know how some that you get to a point where you have to say done is better than perfect, or you're like, nope, it's got to be perfect.
So there is not a wrong answer to this or a right answer to this, because a lot of writers will tell you a completely different answer from another writer. So there's the mentality that if you are constantly just seeking perfection in the present, in the current work, you're never going to finish that work. What you should instead be doing is being content and happy with the current work, and then figure out ways to make the next one better. So that's, if you're striving towards perfection, you have to understand you will never reach perfection. However, if you're striving towards it, you at least are always on an upward mobility when it comes to your creativity. And therefore your quality, or at least you are, obviously the fans are the ultimate determinant of whether or not you're successful in that regard. But you at least know that your goal is still always going upwards, right? You're always striving to improve with everything that you do. And if you're somebody, whether it's an artist or writer, and you think, nope, my stuff don't stink, like everything I draw, everything I write is perfect, I don't need notes, I don't need editors, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but that's childish. And that's not how a professional creative works. Like, you have to be willing to be teachable. You have to be willing to understand that people are going to critique your work. And, you know, if somebody is a professional editor, they're going to give you notes. They're going to say, hey, this doesn't work here in terms of pacing, or this dialogue feels clunky, or whatever reason. This character in this panel is speaking like a completely different person than they are over in this panel here, right? You're talking about character voice, which needs to be consistent unless you have a really good reason why they are acting like a completely different person over here. So all of those things need to be taken into account.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I have a sign above my computer here. Let me pull it down. It's a get 1% better every day. Now loading.
Perfect. I love that. I love that.
So yes, I do disc plates, everybody. I love my disc plates.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, oh, I just lost it. I guess I'm not supposed to ask the next question, follow-up question.
I mean, you can.
I can't remember it now.
Oh, well, I can't help with that.
No,
my mind reading powers like fizzle out as soon as my coffee is gone. So
right, yeah. And,
So
and with the pinky up when you're drinking your coffee. Oh no, that's tea. Excuse me.
Yeah, do both. Do both.
Sure, why not?
There's no constraints on being fancy.
So I went to Amazon the other day and I typed in ArcStream, and they actually gave me a cover for ArcStream number 3, which I thought was crazy.
ArcStream 3 and 2, at least the mass print cover Ds, are already available to pre-order on Amazon, Walmart, Barnes & Noble, and I think Target as well.
Right.
We haven't even announced them on our website yet.
Yeah, I was shocked to see pre-orders for 2 and 3 on Amazon and not on Rippaverse. I was like, this is weird, man.
That's just we're now that we have the Hachette Book Group distribution deal, we're playing now in a different tier, and that's how the big boys play, right? They put out their solicits months and months and months in advance. Like if you go to your local comic shop and you grab the was it the DC Connect or whatever, like that they'll have sometimes monthly that'll list all the solicits for like the next 6 or so months. Like, sure, maybe Flash 17 came out that week, but you're going to flip through that and you're going to see solicits for like Flash 23, right? So that's just how they work, because they have to order that stock very far in advance. That way they can set up proper distribution, whether it's overseas, you know, your national buyers. There's just a lot of logistical stuff that goes into that, and that's just how they play. Like that's how it is. Like if you're operating in that tier of distribution, that's what you got to play.
Wow.
Did that change your guys's, like your work rhythms, your system rhythms?
Yes, and I have the probably gray hairs somewhere that are representative and proof of that.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have any gray hairs.
Yeah. How has that been with Hachette? How has, I mean, we were pretty pumped and excited for you guys. I mean, it just, you know, now you've got a whole new distribution thing. How has that been for you guys? I mean, I'm sure it's been great, but I mean, what have you learned through that process?
It's a blessing. Well, we've learned a few things. But first off, it's a blessing to have such an opportunity as an independent publisher, and not an independent publisher like Image or IDW or Boom, an actual independent publisher on us, because they still operate through all of the normal channels, and they have for a very long time. Image, it's hard to really, the big two are really the big three, even if Image takes up a much smaller portion than DC or Marvel. Like the portion of the market that they take up compared to all of the other publishers out there that people are more familiar with, your IDWs, your Booms, Dynamite, whatnot, like it's still head and shoulders above those. But
I would definitely put Image right up with DC and Marvel. I think they're right in line with those two giant companies.
Yeah.
But look who they were created by, you know, Todd McFarlane, Jim Lee, who was the
Rob Liefeld? Was it?
Yeah, Rob Liefeld. You know, those three created Image Comics, and they're three of the biggest names in comic books. So,
yeah, no, absolutely. it's really great to, as a smaller publisher, be able to get our stuff in front of people that ordinarily wouldn't have heard about us, right? Because for the last 4 years, we've existed in this kind of bubble, right? You know, this corner of the internet. And while we actually sell almost exclusively to brand new people to the Rippaverse when we go to conventions, probably a good 90% of our sales are to people that have never heard of us before, which is great. And that's one of the reasons why we go to the conventions, not just to meet and greet and chat with our fans in person, but also to get in front of new eyes in a place where it's already, you know, this is already a comic buying market or geek, you know, a geek market. And that's crucial because you want to sell to people who are already interested in the kind of thing that you make. Right. And so now we have another new layer to that, a new tier to that with the Hachette Book Group deal. So now we can get into local comic shops more easily. We already had a retailer portal on our website that people could order through and whatnot. But this changes the game because Hachette is an actual distributor and publisher who gets things all over the world and gets them more organically and easily into local comic shops and your big retailers like your Barnes and Nobles and whatnot. And so the idea that now we could go into a Barnes and Noble or a Walmart and see a Dirty Deeds or Arcstream or Blood Ruth or Ison or whatever else on the shelves there is a huge opportunity, a huge blessing, because now we can really start to grow our audience and grow our fandom much more. And we've learned a lot with this deal because we were operating at a certain pace before, but now Hachette changes the pace that we have to operate at, right? Because they want X number of books, usually, you know, published per year, because they have their shipping deals and things like that, and distribution deals with retailers. You know, they also need them ahead of time by X number of weeks or months, right? So that they can start their distribution to all the other places, right? Because they're not doing DTC, so direct to consumer sales and shipping. That's what we do if you buy through the website, which is still worth doing if you're planning on getting covers A, B, or C, which is the limited covers. Those are only available through our website. And that's the only way to get the cards as well, like the pre-order cards.
Okay.
So we've had to shift our pace quite a lot to account for that. And it's been a learning experience and a lot of crunch as well.
I mean, going into it, you probably knew what it would be, but have you been surprised about how much it's changed?
Surprise, no. Certainly not caught off guard. But just because you're not surprised by something doesn't make it easy to contend with.
Right.
Like, that's cool. I'm not surprised that they need the books, all of these books by these deadlines and whatnot. But that doesn't change the fact that that's a lot of stuff to finish in like a 4-week period. So it's been a learning experience without question.
The company I'm with, we got in the third quarter of 24, we got bought out by a company who wanted to do kind of what we were doing. And then that company this past December got bought out by a private equity firm. So private equity is totally different world. And yes, you're not surprised, but I totally understand. But boy, there's a lot of changes that occur and come with that. So that's kind of where I just thinking where I've gone through. I can't imagine what you guys have gone through now with a new publication thing. So Mike, did you have a
well, I was going to ask, since now that we're starting to see Rippabook versus Rippaverse books. See, I think I do have dyslexia. Since we are seeing Rippaverse books pop up in Amazon and Barnes and Noble, when could we possibly start seeing them in the brick and mortar buildings? You know, like when can I walk in my local Barnes and Noble and actually pick up a Rippaverse book off the shelf?
That's a store to store, case by case basis. So that's going to be those individual stores looking like their buyers looking at like, okay, how much stock do we want to order of what and when and so forth. Like, so that's something that's hard to gauge. The full deal for Hachette just went live, like fully live as of, was it the 6th, I believe, of this month. And that's when retailers were able to physically order like from our existing back catalog, not just the stuff that's upcoming.
Okay.
So that's probably going to take, if I had to guess, and I could be entirely wrong about this, so please don't take my word as holy writ.
Sure.
It could be, a month, it could be 2 months, it could be 3 months for them to catch up and gauge. They're probably trying to measure the interest online first. I know at least on Amazon, a few of the books that are on there have sold out multiple times already. And so they're the faster and more frequently that happens, the more stock these retailers like Amazon are going to order and restock on, and they'll probably order a larger restock order, right? So it's just a matter of them being like conservative and wise about how they want to handle their book orders, because I mean, comics already are a niche market, right? And so they want to gauge what the actual interest is in there. And so maybe a Barnes and Noble, and again, I don't know if this is accurate. This is just if I was ordering stuff for Barnes and Noble from this, small comic book publisher that I'd never heard of until 15 minutes ago. Okay, maybe I'll order, we'll say 6 copies of this Horseman guy, right? Okay, he looks kind of cool. We'll order that, right? And then see how quickly those sell out. And if those sell out in a week, great, I'm gonna order more. But if 6 months down the road, I'm still sitting on all 6 of those or 5 of them,
right?
I'm less likely to be quick about pulling the trigger on a reorder.
Okay. Because my hope is I can walk into a Barnes and Noble or my comic book store and just pick up a Rippaverse book off the shelf.
Same. I can't wait to hopefully one day see Artstream and hopefully this other book that I am working on.
That would be so cool for you. That will be so cool for you to walk in. Yeah, I hope that happens for you. I really do.
Yeah. Real quick, let me catch up on some notes here. Giant Bleed says Artstream needs more chili dogs.
Well, I mean, if you read False Start's upcoming, if you read Blue Shift Tryouts, the short story, that is exactly what this panel was meant to be an homage to.
Very nice.
I love it.
All right, so you guys got your big crossover now.
Yeah, Exclave.
So I have some questions about Exclave, because I've had a love-hate relationship with crossovers.
As have I.
Oh, good. Well, let's use Crisis, because to me, Crisis is like the first big giant crossover. That was DC Comics.
We're talking Crisis on Two Earths, or are we talking Crisis on Infinite Earths?
I'm talking Crisis on Infinite Earths, the original.
Okay.
Which is where Barry Allen was killed, which is where Supergirl was killed. They did some crazy stuff.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. In case you haven't picked up a comic since 1985.
Right. Exactly. And they just reprinted the Crisis line last year. I got the
they're doing a DC compact of Crisis on Infinite Earths.
I saw that too. But anyway, so my biggest problem with crossovers has been, well, number one, DC and Marvel, like they tend to do more than one crossover a year, which to me is wrong. You shouldn't do that, because if I'm already buying one crossover, why am I? Yeah, I hate that. But I don't think you guys are planning on doing something like that.
No.
But the thing is, like with Crisis, you had the main story, which was in 12 issues. And then each one had a little crossover into all the individual,
the tie-ins.
the tie-ins to each of the individual books.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to buy every single. So I didn't have to buy Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, so on and so forth. If I wanted the story, I could just follow the main story in the main Crisis books. But
Correct.
if I wanted to get extra, then I could go off into those other books.
Mhm.
I'm not really seeing that with Exclave. I'm just seeing everything as. Am I wrong? Is there a main book to Exclave? Or?
Yeah, the main book is just Exclave. The title of the book is Exclave. Right now, Exclave 0 and 1 are up for pre-order on our website. Issues, I think, up through issue 4 is available already online on, again, like Amazon and Barnes & Noble and things like that, because, again, that's how the big boys operate. And
Right,
we're playing catch up and working with them on that now. If all you care about is the main Exclave event, then the two things that you should probably have done are read ISOM 1 through 3, because that's actually what sets up the event.
Yes.
And I would encourage reading Gooding the Polymath as well, just so you don't like read Exclave and you're like, who is this Cato Gooding guy?
Yep, I got that too.
But even then, you could still technically skip Gooding the Polymath and just have read the Isom Ill-Advised arc and then read Exclave, because Cato is introduced in Isom 2 and he's also used in Isom 3 a bit. And that gives enough context for why he's involved. It just doesn't give you a ton about who he is outside of that, but that's not necessarily requisite information to enjoy the main Exclave event, because the 3 characters that are primarily in that are Avery, Sydney, and Cato. And all 3 of those characters are in Isom 1 through 3.
Gotcha.
And all you need to know about them for the Exclave event happens in Isom 1 through 3. So those 3 books and then just the main Exclave event. If that's all you care about, just the main event proper, you're good. If you care about what, say, Alpha Corps or the Horsemen are up to during the event, then I would encourage having read Alpha Corps 1 through 3 and Horsemen 1 through, well, Horsemen, Welcome to Floor Spark, and 1 and 2. 3 don't need, 3 would be kind of helpful, but not necessary. I'll put it that way.
So that's going to lead to my suggestion. You guys need a checklist.
Yeah. Well, I liked back in the day when comic books, the floppies would have a checklist in the back.
Oh,
I
yeah,
liked that.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
enjoyed that.
You guys should put at least a digital checklist up on the website or something.
But you know what? How exciting is that you guys are now to the point where we need checklists?
It's incredibly exciting. And it also has resulted in our fans hounding us for a timeline, which has been written, and a graphic for it is almost done being made. So there will be a timeline, an official one shown soon.
Nice.
That's cool. Awesome.
That'd
Okay.
be good. So here, real quick, everybody, I'm gonna
So
go
for people
full
who
screen.
wanted that timeline or hounding us for it, you're welcome.
Right. So I'm on the pre-orders page, and so you can see Catch and Kill, Exclave 1, Ron Cobb Exclave 1, the definitive Blood Ruth. I only have issue 1, so I've been thinking about some of these definitive editions. Great War of Separation. There's how do you pronounce it? Is it Fontano?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. Fontano, written by Caro. She did a great job with that book.
Yeah.
She
Fontano.
really writes. She writes Fontano as a bad dude.
Nice.
She's actually very good at villains.
Is she?
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
That's
think I've
cool.
read any of her books yet.
It would be Dirty Deeds would be
Right.
the one, which
just
I would
have-
encourage everybody to read, because Dirty Deeds is like one of our best books.
I'm
one of my
wanting to
favorites.
get Dirty Deeds. I just, I only got so much money and
I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
the-
got you.
stuff.
I got the
short
collector's
story, yeah.
edition, the collector's edition one for Dirty Deeds. So I'm all caught up on my Ripazines, I think.
The full first issue is only like $14. Yeah, for the cover D. So
Oh, really?
yeah, we dropped the
Ooh.
prices of our cover Ds. So
Okay.
Yeah, I tend to buy the cover Ds.
Yeah, so I mean, we wanted to make it more easily accessible,
Yeah.
Although
and we're able to do that because of the Hachette deal.
I splurged on Blood Ruth.
Yeah, I see that you got the foil one, embossed. Yeah.
Just because, oh man, I thought that was such a cool looking.
That's party. That's some party stuff right there.
Mhm.
All right. So, Fontaine's Salvage, there's Alpha Core Horseman, Exclave 1, Vastity and the Mighty Thing. There is it Santuan?
Yep.
How
Santuan.
so Exclave 1, then there's Definitive Horseman, Definitive Alpha Core. Is it Sorsa? I always
Oh, my Gaelic ancestors are crying in the graves. Nobody can pronounce this name right. It's Saoirse. Saoirse. I know it doesn't look like it, like how it sounds. You can blame my Celtic ancestors, but it's Saoirse.
Well, that's also the actress, though.
Yes, there is an actress. Saoirse.
It's Saoirse. Yeah, Saoirse. Okay.
So did you?
Thank you.
Did you have anything to do with that character?
No, that was created by Eric.
Oh, okay. Did you name her?
No, I did not, but I did have to correct everybody on how to pronounce it. So I will take, Eric, if you're watching this, I'm going to take like 5.5% creative credit on Saoirse just for getting everybody to start kind of saying it correctly. But no, he was the person. Eric is the creator. Marcos Rios, our Rippaverse concept artist, he designed her, and then Kanan made some minor tweaks to her as well.
Gotcha.
But
Nice.
Cool.
Well, the reason I'm walking through this is because I'm letting everybody see all that's available. I mean, just this for pre-order now.
I do have the Rippazine where she.
Yep, Rippazine number 2. Yep.
Yeah.
With her short story.
Yeah, I liked her short story. I thought it was really good. Yeah, I like how you guys do the short stories in the Rippazines to introduce characters. I think that's a genius idea. I don't know whose idea that was, but you can pass it on. It was genius.
Yeah. I love getting the Rippazines. Love them. Crotalis, Yaira, Claw and Covenant, Exclave 1, Exclave 0.
Mm-hmm.
Then
something important to note: Exclave 0 is only available on the website. That one's not available at retail. That is a website exclusive.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good note. Because I think I do want to start getting the Exclave ones, the main books, and I'm interested in the Horseman and Alpha team ups. Those look pretty interesting too.
It's really awesome.
Cool.
It's really awesome. I am a Chuck Dixon fanboy, so I am unreliable as I am biased, but it's really awesome.
Nice.
Well, I mean, he's one of you guys' artists, so there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. No, that's exciting. But I mean, it just here, I'm going to keep going where everybody sees all these other ones. Everybody, please check out Rippaverse.com, RIPPAVERC, Rippaverse.com. And you can take a look at all the pre-orders that you guys have, which is so exciting.
Now, Arcstream is not included in the Exclave
No, Zephyr is not involved in the Exclave crossover, though the False Start arc happens before Exclave. It happens before Exclave, and it happens before Yaira Frost and Ruin, and Stefania Florida's Finest. So it is one of the last 3 stories currently in the general present day, the Rippaverse, that happens pre-Exclave. But then Zephyr is not active during the weeks of that event, and there's narrative reasons for that, and people who pre-order and read Arcstream 1 through 3 will find out exactly why.
Okay.
Yes. I love it.
Right. So are you disappointed that Arcstream is not included in the crossover?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. In fact, I prefer it that way, at least right now. He's still a kid. He's still untested. And I had no idea about the Exclave event when I was writing the first 2 arcs for arc stream for Zephyr, because I've already written the first 6 full issues, so the first 2 full arcs, and I had it's just, we'll call it providence, because the way that I had ended arc 1 and pick up with arc 2 actually allows the Exclave event to slot seamlessly right in between them. And I'm very, very pleased with that. And I'd like to pat myself on the back, dust off my shoulder, but the truth is it was probably dumb luck. This is how I wanted to tell this story. And then Eric's like, hey, we're doing this crossover event, which like was potentially like going to throw off other writers' plans for how they were currently doing their story arcs. And I'm just sitting over here like, wow, nothing changed for me. That's amazing. Like all I had to do was in like the one of the issues for the second arc, like tweak a little bit of dialogue and be like, all right, now we're good. We're ready to go.
Oh,
well, we'll say it's your brilliance.
I'm gonna call it brilliance and foresight. That'll be my head canon. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Right on. Let me get through some of the comments here real quick. Giants bleed girl with a giant hammer confirmed. That was when you did the little wink. I want to say.
Oh, because Jath was asking if the characters on the team that I'm building are going to take inspiration from more characters from the Sonic the Hedgehog IP. Nobody with a giant hammer, no. But there's actually. All right, I'm not going to actually say that. That's but okay. There are characters who take, whether it's 5%, whether it's 15%, whatever. There is some theming that is leaned into from some of Sonic's expansive cast of characters, whether good guys or bad guys that I have already created, are in the process of creating, or plan to create down the road.
Ah, cool.
Within Zephyr's cast, as well as the team that I'm working on.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Jath says, epic. Thanks for the insider lore, Andrew. Thank you. Also says, oh, here's a question. I meant to come back to this. Yeah. Tips for how creatives can build better work ethic habits. This was on the, getting better every day. The, there is that point where you can be done, but always make your next project even much more better.
Much more better.
There's our drinking game. I can't believe it's been an hour in this, and that's the first time we've said that.
We're getting better. Look how well we're doing. Look, a lot of people would probably give you some long-winded, inspirational, message about how you do that. The fact of the matter is that's them just trying to make themselves look smart.
Okay.
And probably get you to buy something. The truth is the best tip is to just do it. No excuses. Don't wait for inspiration. Inspiration is fleeting. Discipline is eternal. The 3 things that you need to have are creativity, because if you're not creative, you probably shouldn't be attempting a creative industry. You need to have passion, because people that you're going to try and market your work to can tell if there's no passion behind it. If there's no passion behind it, you're not utilizing your creativity. And the last thing you need, which is actually the thing that actually brings them all together, is the work ethic, but doing it. Work ethic isn't some like mystical, magical thing. It's just the act of doing, and doing with consistency. So it's discipline, essentially. And if you could have all the creativity in the world, you could have all the passion in the world. And if you have all these grand ideas that you're super jazzed about, super passionate about, and you got people asking, oh, cool, where is it? Where can I read it? Or where can I see it? Oh, I'm still researching it. I'm still, thinking about how to properly do it and execute it. No, you're kicking the can down the road. Do your business or get off the pot. Make it happen, or stop lying to yourself and other people about creating a story. If you want to create a story, right? Just write.
Yeah.
Do it. It's not going to be perfect. That's why you get an editor. Get an editor that is an invisible hand editor who will like try and bring out the best of your work, not trying to make your work their work. And just do it. Just write. You want to be a writer? Write. The talking about being a writer is useless. You're just doing this. You're just flapping your gums. You know how to be a writer? Start writing. And actually finish something.
Nice.
That's great advice. And so also, everybody, that's such great advice. We also want to encourage you to buy from Rippaverse as well.
Specifically ArcStream. I'm slightly biased, but you know what? I get to be. I'm the one here. If Eric wanted to pitch his books, his butt should be here in this seat. So...
and he has an invitation to come back. We've had Eric on a couple years ago. We would love to have him back on. Along with, we'd love to have Caro on. We'd love to have the Soska sisters on. We'd love to have any of you guys on. So Chuck Dixon, that'd be awesome.
Andrew, I just want to say this: that is just as a follow-up encouragement to folks is, yes, you will have that season where you are just talking about it, but once you make that choice and make it, as you said, discipline to do it, it changes. I watched, I'm always looking for new ideas or how to write or, getting some kind of nugget from somebody. And so I've got a subscription to BBC Maestro, and I was watching Harlan Corbin on there, and he was really funny because he's a character himself. But one of the things that everyone keeps saying, a lot of writers keep saying, is about their first drafts. I would not show my own mother my first draft, kind of a thing. And that's okay. That's the whole point. It's not going to be perfect. It's probably not even going to be good the first time around.
Your first draft is for your eyes only. Your second draft is for your editor.
There you go. Yes. Yeah.
That makes sense.
But you learn by doing, though. I think that's the biggest thing. This is what I used to succumb to, was I used to always be like, well, I've got to keep learning how to do it. Okay. I got to get learning how to do it. But once I really just sat down and started writing, then I was just like, okay, this is not great, but it's good. I'm getting my idea on paper and I'm enjoying the process of doing it. And gosh, you were so right about inspiration. You can't wait for inspiration.
No, inspiration, sometimes it lasts for 5 minutes, sometimes it lasts for 5 weeks. But it's fleeting. It doesn't stick around.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's great when it happens, but it's one of those things where like, oh, well, that was cool. Right.
Yeah.
And maybe that gives you a little extra boost, a little extra kick, but you should already still be in the act of doing anyway.
Yeah. And even if it takes you a while to get there, you'll get there, because that's my story.
With consistency, Caro, when she was working with me on building up my writing credentials and my consistency, she would tell me, just write X number of words each day. Get into the writing habit, whether it's 350 words, whether it's 2,000 words, whatever it is, make it something that's actionable and repeatable.
Okay.
Make it a reasonable amount. Don't say, I'm going to write 5,000 words every day. You're probably not. But 350 words, 500 words, that's a lot more doable. So if you can do that and do that with consistency, then maybe you can start to grow that and then get to that point where you're writing 2,000 words every day, right?
Yes. Love it. Sorry. I zoned out for a minute. Sorry, that was on me. On my internet, went out for just a second. So glad I'm back. But see, it's just recorded online, so I can go back and watch it. It's going to be great. Love it. All right, real quick, let me get through some more of these. It's great advice, Andrew. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, of course.
Freaking Punk 13. Buenos dias, Andrew, and at Two Geeks Mike. Hey, buenos dias.
How's it going, Punk?
Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
The room of requirement.
Yellow.
That is my dear lady. My love. And yes, she is. We actually run a Harry Potter lore channel together. I think I might have mentioned this last time I was on here.
Yes.
So,
yes. Yeah.
So yeah,
I can't wait.
That's the channel there.
I can't wait to hear more about the new series coming out. The reboot and all should be. I'm looking forward to getting your guys' take on that a little bit more. Caffeinated Wolf, Burby. I don't remember what that was. About 23 minutes ago.
That's me just responding to.
I was gonna say I thought that was you.
I know. I thought you were. Yeah.
That's just me responding to my lady in the chat.
Nice. Punk says, "Hola, hola, room of requirement class." Jat says, "Yay, the timeline cometh."
Yes, the timeline is on its way. You're welcome. I spent a great deal of time going through literally every single one of our scripts.
Wow.
So not just the books, but the scripts as well, because there's information in the scripts that, readers don't see, but it's important information for the internal creative team. And so I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing any context so that I could make the most accurate timeline possible. And that is what I did. And that is what is coming.
So where will this timeline be available at?
So the goal is to have a version of it posted on the website and available to see on one of the website pages. And then I'd like to do a vertical format one that's probably a little more simplified in terms of the graphics that are used for it that could be put in our books.
So it'd be like the old Star Wars books, the way they used to.
Correct, like the old EU timeline.
I used to love it when they did that. That was so awesome just to be able to see where each of the books fall in the actual timeline. So
yeah,
great job. Awesome. I can't wait to see that.
Awesome. Punk says ArcStream is number one. It's going to be a Rippaverse book. Nice.
I appreciate that, Punk.
My amigo Andrew.
Appreciate you, bud.
Jazz says the first issue of Dirty Deeds is like 3 stories in one, and highly recommends it.
It's pretty incredible what Caro was able to make happen in that first issue. I cannot recommend that book enough. That was our most sold item at SpaceCon. What was it, last month or the month before? Whenever SpaceCon was. I don't know when I am anymore. But like that was far, like nothing even came close to selling as many items as Dirty Deeds #1. Like we sold a bunch of copies of Zalen as well. Horseman always sells pretty well as well, even though it was a sci-fi focused con.
I do have Zalen right here.
There you go. Excellent, nice. excellent. And I sold a bunch of Zephyr posters, but like nothing came close to selling as much as Dirty Deeds #1. And it was great to see. It was like really gratifying because then I got to like bully Caro constantly and be like, hey, I've got somebody here buying your book. You need to come over here and sign it now. Right. Yeah. And so I was constantly, we were kind of bullying each other. Like she was trying to sell my poster and zine and I was trying to sell her book and her posters. Right. And so we were trying to like outdo each other, but it was good. It worked. It worked really well.
That's cool. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Hey, put a bug in Eric's ear. In October here in St. Louis, we are getting the second Galaxy Con. Last year was the first time Galaxy Con came to St. Louis.
And that's a sci-fi focused convention?
Sci-fi, comic books, just everything pretty much. So put the bug in his ear. I'd love to see you guys come to St. Louis, man. That would be awesome.
And we can all hold hands and sing Meet Me in St. Louis.
There you go. Right. Oh, you guys come. We'll do it live.
Excellent.
We'll do it live.
Chuck Dixon is the GOAT. He is also a YouTube show where people can ask him questions for free on his Dixonverse channel at Dixonverse channel.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Ask Chuck Dixon. He does it most. Usually the episodes drop at around midnight on Wednesday mornings. Though since I'm Central Time, it's usually about 11 p.m. for me that it does, 10, 11 p.m. sometimes. He does it most weeks when he's not bogged down with writing a million things.
Now, he was involved in Night Quest, wasn't he?
Yeah. He did most of DC's Bat books during the 90s.
So
he was the architect of like just the Bat whole corner during that time period, which is what resulted in him being my all-time favorite comic book writer.
Nice.
I did not know that.
I grew up with his stuff. Like he has the definitive versions of most of those characters for me.
I love Night Quest, and I'm looking forward to the new animated
Oh, for Nightfall, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I am very excited for that because them having Jeremy Adams as the person who's adapting the script gives me all the confidence and encouragement I need because he's one of DC's best writers right now. He has an absolute passion for these characters and for that story in particular. So he has a respect and a reverence for the material. So I know he's going to handle it really well. And from that trailer that they released, the animation looks beautiful.
It looks
yeah,
great.
it looks
Yeah.
incredible. And DC tends to get their animated films correct. They tend to. I'm not going to say
they tend to.
everyone.
They have more hits than misses.
Yes.
I'm not particularly fond of the more recent era of films with the last like 5 years or so where they were doing kind of like the new frontier art style. Like the animation looked a lot more like Archer to me. It was just very
Gotcha.
non-dynamic, clunky. Everything looked like it had color flats instead of any dynamicism and depth to the coloring. It was just, it didn't do anything for me. But the stuff that they were doing during the New 52 era animation, those beautiful, some great adaptations there. And obviously the stuff in the 90s, like there's no beating Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Batman Beyond, and Justice League Unlimited. Like that's perfect cartoon television. That was like my second religion when I was a kid. Growing up.
Well, they did a fantastic job on the Dark Knight Returns animated because it is almost panel for panel. I
heard it was a good adaptation. I didn't watch that one mainly because I don't like the Dark Knight Returns. So
That's okay. That's all right.
man.
That's all right. Well, everybody, that's the end of the show. No, I'm just kidding.
Andrew is never coming back again.
Man, the Dark Knight Returns had like redefined the Batman, man.
That's exactly why I don't like it.
Oh, I love it.
It completely changed people's perception of who Batman is. And then instead of people utilizing it as just like, okay, well, this is a one-off Elseworld story, they decided to just use that and blanket change how Batman acted across most of the books. And I don't like that.
Well, we can agree to disagree.
That's fine.
What did you like? What were your thoughts on Batman Beyond?
Oh, I freaking love Batman Beyond.
Love Batman. And
doesn't
Will
love
Friedle
Batman
voicing him.
War Friedle, yeah, he was incredible. And obviously you still had Kevin Conroy voicing Bruce, which made it, just perfect. That was
the
an incredible show.
definitive voice of Batman.
Yeah, he is. He's my Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I wish they would go and redub all the Dark Knight films with Kevin's voice.
Yeah.
I would so love that because I love the Dark Knight films, especially the second film, The Dark Knight. That's like one of my favorite Batman films.
Yeah.
But man, if they would redub Chris Nolan's or Christian Bale's voice with Kevin Conroy's voice, oh my God, that would be amazing.
when I read Batman, it's his voice I hear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yep.
I mean, it could be novels, comics, doesn't matter. Even Mike, you're going to get frustrated with me on this one, but we had John Jackson Miller on with his Batman books. Love his Batman.
Oh yeah,
books. So good. He was so nice. And
you're right. I'm gonna
but in reading it, I kept hearing Kevin's voice, not Michael Keaton's voice, because
that's wrong, because that's the wrong era.
Right. I know.
I'm with Steven on this one though, actually.
Well, I agree with everything else except for anything in the Michael Keaton era. That's got to be the Michael Keaton voice.
Yeah. That's funny. Okay, real quick, Spider-Man. So the Spider-Man 2099. What did you think of Spider-Man 2099?
I don't care about that.
Okay.
I don't. And unless it's Peter Parker.
Okay.
I don't care. Get rid of him.
Okay.
I don't. Spider Gwen or Ghost Spider, whatever the hell they're calling her right now, get her out of here. Miles, get him out of here. Ben Reilly, get him out of here. Kane, get him out of here.
So you didn't
freaking Miguel, I don't like any of them.
So you didn't like Spider Noir then?
So I don't like Spider Noir, the character, but I did like the TV show just as a piece of media because it was very well written. It was really very, very well written. Like I was genuinely shocked.
Did you watch it black and white?
No, I watched it in color. Because that's how my lady and our friend Dylan were watching it, and they, asked if I wanted to join them. And they're like, hey, we're about to start watching Spider Noir. You want to join us? And the truth was I didn't really want to because I don't care about any of the Spider folk. Again, if it's
Just
not Peter Parker,
Just Peter, that's it.
it's Peter.
Okay.
And then there are only two options from there. There's Mayday Parker and there's Anime Parker. That's it. So Peter's daughter, or like in the Ultimate Universe, the recent Ultimate Universe, 6160, his son, Richard. Like, unless it's Peter's direct offspring, and specifically his and MJ's direct offspring, I don't care. Give it to him. I don't want it.
Okay.
But I was genuinely shocked with how well written the Spider Noir show was. And so I was locked in. I was like, this is just like, I didn't even look at it as a Spider Folk show. I was just like, this is just good, fun noir story. And so I was like, you know what? I can mentally multitask. I can be intellectually honest, and I can say I don't care about this character, but I really like this show because it's just genuinely well written.
I would recommend you go back and rewatch it in black and white because I think that's
what everybody says, to watch it in black and white. Yeah, I might.
But that goes back to how much time do you have?
All right. I usually use my weekends for writing and getting further and further ahead with my scripts. So I don't know how much time I've got.
Understandable, but I'm just saying I think that black and white is the way that show should be.
That's what I've been told. Yeah.
Although I may go back and watch a couple episodes in color just to see, you know, like some of the battle scenes and stuff like that. I think that
it looked great in color. It really looked great in color because it looked like they didn't try to give it a modern lens in terms of like it looking like it was shot today. It's just like today's quality of cinematography, but it has this still like this grain to it that makes it feel a little more time appropriate. And it was just really, really well done. I was genuinely shocked that I liked it as much as I did.
Yeah. Well, I think we learned some wonderful new things about Andrew today. I'm making note. Spider-Man 2099 is a no.
I don't care about. I do not give a crap about Miguel O'Hara.
But you know what? I love that you've got your opinions on stuff, and it's great to hear your points of view. So it's really good.
Yeah, it's just at the end of the day, it's my opinion. It doesn't need to affect other people's opinion. Just because I dislike something doesn't mean they have to feel bad about liking it, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you have the right to be wrong.
I do. Thankfully, I'm not.
But I will say this.
I disagree.
I do enjoy your perspectives about them, though. You've got some pretty interesting perspectives. So it's all good. It's all good. So let's see. It's been 4 years. Rippaverse, 4 years. We want to, which is just wild thinking about, because it originally, from my point of view, from where I'm at, I got introduced to it because all of a sudden here's this guy, Eric July, who did a Kickstarter that just blew up, kind of a thing. That was my introduction. So I don't know how things really started before then, or how things were. Andrew, were you with Eric this whole time, or did you come later? Or
so actually I joined. I was working part-time for Eric doing social media management and content curation for him. So I was managing his social media, like his Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, in terms of like posting for his videos, marketing, things like that. He was the one, like if he was going back and forth with people on Twitter, that was all him. Like I didn't do any of that. But I was also helping out on the YouTube side in terms of curating YouTube titles, descriptions, working with the graphic designer on the thumbnails, things like that. And then I started doing that in, was it that tail end of 2021? So it was like October and November 2021. And then June or July of 2022 was when we launched the pre-order campaign for Ice on One on the Rippaverse website, and it blew up. Like I was at my day job at the time, which was in retail management, and like I was just having to constantly step away to get posts out for things because the books were just flying. We had no idea how big of a deal it was going to be. And later that day, that first day, Eric messages me and is like, hey, so remember when like we first brought you on that I said, depending on how this comic book thing goes, might have something more full time for you. And I was like, yeah, I remember that. He's like, yeah, I kind of need you now. Because it had blown up, right? And me, an intelligent person, was like, great, I can get out of retail management. I'm ready. I'm ready. Nuts to this. And so I said, well, Eric, you tell me, like, would it be beneficial? Because he had said, just let me know, if you got to do your whatever 2-week notice, 3-week notice, or whatever. And I was like, Eric, be real with me. Would it be beneficial to you if you had access to me full time starting tomorrow? And he said, yes. And so I said, cool. So I went into work the next day,
Adios.
gave them my resignation, and left and went back home to my apartment at the time and got to work.
Nice.
Very nice. Well, I remember I had seen something about Eric July and how big the comic book was. And I had sent a message, I think to Caro, at that time. And at that time I didn't hear anything back. So I didn't think anything more of it. I kind of just, put it out of my mind. And then I think it was like the next summer. That was weird. I don't know what that sound was. Anyway, I think it was the next summer. Eric July was doing a interview with Michael Knowles from the Daily Wire.
Yeah.
And I was watching that podcast and I was like, this guy's got a fascinating story and everything. And I got super interested in it at that point. And so then I thought, you know what? Just for the fun of it, I'm going to try and reach out again. Do you hear that, Steven?
I do. We'll edit it in post.
That is weird. I don't know what that is. It's like somebody else is coming in on our stream. It's strange.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
But so then I reached out to Caro again, and she quickly got back with me that time. And I was super excited. And then we got Eric on. We had him on like 2 weeks after that, 2 or 3 weeks after that, I think. Which is to this day our biggest stream that we've ever done. Yeah. So we appreciate you guys. We love your books and everything. Eric is super nice guy. Caro's been very receptive of me and talking back and forth, and I appreciate all of her help that she's given us over these last few years. So you guys are number one in our
That's correct.
Well, we appreciate the heck out of you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Love it. Yeah. Eric's stream, we got him talking about leadership, and it was so good. Yeah. Such a good stream. And it was just fantastic. It was kind of funny how it went in that direction. Because you know how we are. We just kind of go organically. Even when we bring up Spider-Man 2099 and stuff like that. No, I'm just kidding. I couldn't resist. Sorry. Whoop-ow!
Chaperone out of here.
See, you can say anything you want about Spider-Man 2099. I don't really care about that.
It's all good. It was fun. It's been good. So yeah. Well, hey, we were reaching out at the 2-hour mark. We really tried to not go over 2 hours at our most, and I can't believe we've gone this long. Andrew, hey, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for
having me back, guys. I always like being here with you guys.
Yeah, we enjoy talking with you. We love the.
You are kind enough to get up early to come on our show, so we appreciate that.
This was for whatever reason, this was the weekend everybody asked me to be on their show, like in the same time block.
Oh my!
Too. And so I was like, what is happening? Why does everybody want my attention like this exact block?
Well, we are honored.
We are honored. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was a joy to be here as always.
Yeah, it's been great, fabulous. But here's the thing: even if you ever need to reschedule with us or anything like that, it's totally cool. It's we just appreciate you, appreciate your time, appreciate just the team, the Rippaverse team, and just what you guys are building. And it's been fun for us as fans to be on the journey with you. So thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. All right. Well. All right, Mike. Anything else we need to
I
touch
think
base
we
on or
covered
anything?
most everything we wanted to. I can't really think
Awesome.
of anything else. My main thing was touching on Exclave, and we got the answers there. So I'm looking forward to that. And
Yeah.
and I can't wait for October to come around so I can get my number one of Arcstream.
Yes. I'm excited for
Yeah.
people to get their hands on that book. I am so excited for it. I think people are going to be pleasantly surprised.
Should we actually schedule you now for October, November timeframe?
Probably not the worst idea ever, actually.
All right.
And that's less because I expect a bunch of people to want my attention or something, and more just like that way I can put it in my calendar and not forget.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We'll do it. We'll hang out there. Hey, everybody, real quick. Number one, please go to www.rippaverse.com. Please go there. There you will find all things Rippaverse. And it's very exciting. I think there's a couple of things that I got out of today's conversation. Number one, if you want covers A, B, or C, the only way you can get those is through the Rippaverse website.
Correct.
And let me tell you, they are some very pretty cover arts on those. So please take a look, check them out there. Also, if I know if you are a store and you want to get Rippaverse books in your store, or you want to go to your local comic book shop and
Please
tell them,
do go to your local comic book shop.
Yeah, support your local comic
request-
shop.
Yeah.
Yes. Go there. Give them the website rippaverse.com/sales, SALES. There's no Gaelic in that. I'm just saying.
I accept that shot taken.
No. I appreciate the correction. Thank you. Please check them out. And even more so here, I'm gonna Mike, I see you've got it up, so I'm gonna bring it up. Arcstream.
Yes.
False start. Number one, please support Andrew. Please, pretty excited. I've got Rippaverse number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blue Streak is
It's a good song.
there.
Now it's going to be stuck in my head for the rest of the afternoon. Thank you. At least it's a good song.
So please check out Arcstream, Andrew's work. Very excited for it. And you got little tidbits today on some other projects that he may or may not be working on. We can't confirm nor deny.
Yeah, support Arcstream, false start, guys. The whole 3-part arc, please. You will not be disappointed. It ramps up with each issue. Like the book is essentially shifting gears with each new issue. So, and that's shifting up. So I think you guys will have a great time with it. The more support that gets, the more quickly and more likely the second arc can get put into production, as well as this team book that I'm working on.
Yes. All right. Well, with that, everybody, we are going to wrap up the end of the show. And please check out our website at www.2geeksmike.com. I will be updating that today. 2 Geeks, number 2, GEKSMIC.com. There's all things 2 Geeks. You can, from there, you can get to our merch page, which is also 2geeksmikemerch.com. Just little things here and there, nothing too crazy. But also from our main website, you can get to our Ko-fi page, ko-fi.com/2geeks. Pretty excited about that. We, just for our supporters, we have a $1 tier, a $2 tier, and a $3 tier. We keep it pretty simple. But we have Flight from the Dark, the old Lone Wolf RPG, solo RPG books we are going through, and we have got 4 episodes in on the first book that we have been doing together, and I think we're going to round it out with our 5th episode on the first book. And if you guys like it, please let us know, because we'll be more than happy to do more. We're enjoying that. Plus, we got some other stuff on there as well. If you want to reach out to the show, the best place to do that is not at 2Geeks Mike. I hit the wrong one. It's show at 2geeksmike.com. Mike watches that email much more regularly than he does.
Much more better.
Much more better, right? Than his own personal email. And so we appreciate you guys reaching out to us. It's been great to meet new people all over the world. We've had a blast, and it's totally okay to shoot us an email and stuff. All right, Mike. That's it for my portion.
Before I go into my spew, I just want to say, every time we say much more better and we say cheers, even if Megan's not on screen, Megan takes a drink.
Yeah,
That's wonderful.
Drink is pretty much empty.
Right. Yeah, mine's pretty much empty. All right. So if you made it this far, please make sure and go and like and subscribe to us on the socials. I try to be active on both Facebook and Instagram, where I might post some memes or relevant comic book info, maybe anniversaries of characters or books or something to that extent. But then we also post when we go live. And speaking of going live, we go live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, which Andrew was very kind to join us at this early time. And we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and usually Rumble. when I get the link set up, but unfortunately I didn't get it set up to this morning, so I will get it uploaded after we are done today. All right. With that said, any last words, funny anecdotes, and I can't say that
Anecdotes.
word.
You got it.
We got there.
Steven makes fun of me because I can't say the word right.
All good. There are plenty of words that I can't say right.
Right.
So I try to avoid them.
I try to say it every week and I mess it up every week. So, all right. All right. With that said, please do not Steven skip this episode, because we are much more better than the rest. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for joining us today on the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast. Tune in next week when we will have more news and reviews. Until then,